We also have some perfect weather for some Friday night football, depending on who you ask, right?
It's a little toasty.
Yeah, it is indeed. For tonight's big game of the week, the Arab Knights and the Guntersville Wildcats will go head-to-head.
Let's bring in Way 31 sports reporter Trevor Denton, who can tell us if it is hot out there, and also tell us a bit about this rivalry that dates back to 1922. Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't have to tell you how hot it is. All you have to do is look at the sweat coming down off my forehead right now. It is downright steamy here in Guntersville. Got the lake over there, but that's not helping too much when we're on this grass right now. But down the other end on this grass, we've got the Guntersville Wildcats starting to warm up. And historically, they've dominated this rivalry series against Arab. They've won 61 games compared to 32 losses. But something has just totally flipped these last couple years. In 2022, Arab won the game for the first time in 10 years. Then last year, they won again, making that back-to-back rivalry victories for the Knights for the first time since 2003 and 2004. So what's been the difference? Well, if you talk to both coaches, it's really been Arab's physicality. Guntersville has a lot more talent. They have more D1 players that are going to be off at the next level. But that's the great thing about football, right? You still have to line it up in the trenches. And these last couple years, Arab has been better at doing that, at out-hitting and outworking Guntersville. Now, another factor for the Guntersville Wildcats, they say, is they haven't focused on themselves enough. Last year, they got too caught up in the rivalry game, the hype around it, and weren't focusing on what they needed to do during the week in practice. So this year, they think they're a more locked-in squad. They're focused on the task at hand and what they've been doing. So far, that's paid off as they've been blowing the doors off of everybody today. So Guntersville doesn't want to get too lost in the hype, but that's literally my job to hype this game up. So that's what I'm going to do. So excited to see the Wildcats, two Division I running backs in action. You got Julian Jordan going to South Alabama and E. Nelson Delva going to Army. Those guys are a two-headed monster, one of the best in the entire state. And then over on the Arab side of things, you got Drew Puccio, an electric quarterback that's going to be a factor with both his arm and his leg. So can't wait to see the stars out for this one. A clash of styles and also a clash of absolute offensive weapons. We'll be previewing the game further with interviews with both coaches coming up at 5 and 6. Back to you.